Happy New Year, everyone. Hey, we're in a brand new year. Yeah. You remember a year ago, we were so glad to be getting out of the 2020 COVID year of lockdown, social distancing, and washing our hands until they bled. The vaccines had been created in record time due to Operation Warp Speed that President Trump launched. And there seemed to be some real optimism that 2021 was going to be a year that we turn the corner. Well, we did turn the corner, but we kept turning each corner, and we ended up on the same path as 2020, but even worse. Joe Biden was sworn in as president, and he promised he would unite the country. And on his first day in office, he united the country, all right. But not in a good way, but against his incredible changes. Folks, he shut down the Keystone XL pipeline on day one, putting tens of thousands of people out of work. He rescinded the highly successful border policies and became President Minnie Pearl, hollering, "Y'all come," to hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants who flooded the border, overran the Border Patrol capacity, and then he promptly renewed the U.S. participation in the Paris Climate Accords, which almost instantly spiked the cost of energy and everything from production of raw materials to fueling your cars and trucks. His calls for historic levels of government spending sent the economy into the highest rates of inflation in 39 years. And his calls for mandatory vaccinations and mask wearing had the country split along political lines instead of public health concerns. This Christmas, we've had a lot of your grandkids' presents sitting on a ship out in the Pacific Ocean, unable to bring the cargo in due to a supply chain disaster caused by the same America Last policies that Joe Biden seemed to want to put permanently in place. So maybe in 2022, we really can turn the corner, and this time make a right turn, both ideologically and politically. I'd like that. One thing that happened was that parents across the country got so fed up with forced teaching of how bad America is, and there were just some evil racist country, that parents started showing up to school board meetings and town councils and saying, "We're not going to take it anymore." And we saw it play out in elections in places like Virginia and New Jersey. In Virginia, a political novice defeated the Democrat former governor. And in New Jersey, a truck driver spent less than $200 in a primary to oust the longest-serving member of the New Jersey State Senate, who was also, by the way, the Senate president. And the Democrats have responded to hostility against big government spending programs and control by offering, what else? Even bigger big government spending programs. Oh, well, maybe 2022 will be the year that Americans will decide that our country is a great country, and it's worth loving. And hopefully, we will brutally reject the politics and policies of those who say that America is evil and systemically racist. Because if that were true, we wouldn't have such a long line of people trying to break into the country. And we would have no line of people trying to break out, which we don't have a line of anyone trying to get out. But I think we should form a line for those who hate America. And here's the deal. Let's offer them a one-way ticket to the country of their choice, wherever they want to go. And in the meantime, we've got a chance to defeat those politicians at the local, state, and national level who prefer socialism over our economic system. Yep, we've got an opportunity to slow and maybe even stop the long slide toward failure. And folks, if we do that, it really will be a happy new year. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, then subscribe, and hit the notification bell below. Now, if you didn't like it, you ought to find a Ben Shapiro video to detox you with more facts.